Throw a shot and be ready to throw the next shot. It's not about just that one punch. It's about what that punch creates. Don't do that. Don't do that. Every punch you throw, be ready to throw another punch. Think about the next punch, because you're supposed to be opening up a shot.
Okay, well, my name is Adri, but you can call me Montu. I got into boxing when I was about 13 years old.
Hook off the jab. You standing too straight up, bring your knees. Too high up.
I've been living here probably for about like, it's my year, year 2 years now. I mean, yeah, it get tough over here. It get tough. Especially like at nighttime, it's just weird, you know what I'm saying? But as long as the house is a little quieter than what it is in the apartments over there. The apartment complex is always something going on over there.
Got into foster care actually when I was 10. I stayed going to different placements and stuff like that, and eventually I ended up in a boys' home. And it was vicious in there. My first day, and I wasn't even there for like 20 minutes. My first day in there, I had a fight with a dude named Liddell. I was 13, he was like 19. And that place was a dark place, like it was a survival of the fittest. So every day you always had to fight for something, prove yourself. People gonna try to bully on you, mess with you in there. Some of the staff was young. So us getting into it, fighting, it was like entertainment to them. So I got there in that place when I was probably like 11 years old. I didn't leave there until I was 13. And I called my assault case on the peace officer because the guy, one of the staff members worked there. And I had a fight with him. And I went to juvenile. My probation officer was just telling me that basically I had to do something for the summertime. I couldn't just be just not doing nothing. So that's how I tied myself into getting into boxing. As far as like me trying to become something and be successful and stuff like that, that came from my past. You know, like statistics says that foster kids, we end up on drugs or in prison or wind up dead, you know, and my biggest thing is I wanted to be successful and become something. I've done a lot of, stuff in the streets, you know what I'm saying, but, not nothing no robbery, no killing or nothing like that, or selling dope, just more of gang fighting. I wanted to be accepted in the family because I was separated from my family.
I met Adrian on Facebook. It is dangerous in the areas that we live in. Right now, Dallas has a big homicide rate, but it was terrible when they stole the vehicle. Oh my God, we was devastated.
I tell you, they found my car. Yeah. No. They took the transmission and the motor out that joker.
Yeah, we just want to get the kids away from this. It's not a good area to raise them in, but sometimes we have to do what we have to do as far as to make ends meet, to keep the roof over our kids' head, feed them and things like that. But when we get the opportunity to move and move forward to a better neighborhood, then that's our plan, that's our goal.
it's hard to make it to the point I'm trying to be at, you know. And I'm not looking for anybody to really just give me nothing, but opportunity. That's really all I'm looking for right now is an opportunity to get my family out of poverty. Yeah, I don't want my kids to live nowhere or go through the half things I've been through in my life, you know, especially through the CPS system. I went through parts, I battled different things. My first foster home, guy tried to molest me, my first foster home. The guy ended up going to the prison probably like a few months after I left his foster home because they ended up finding out that he actually had molested like 3 other kids in there. I never said nothing to nobody about it, you know, but then next thing you know, my CPS worker at that time, I think her name was Karen Alexander, had told me the guy had went to jail, he was molesting, and he asked me, did he try to do anything to me? And I was like, yeah, he tried to make me touch him and stuff like that. So it's a lot of, you know, things in foster care, you know, I would never want to put my kids through that, you know. So as long as I'm living, I'm gonna try, you know, my best to be, provide for them, you know. I don't want a typical longer life form. I just want to give them the best that I didn't have, you know, just like I say, just spending time with them and, you know, take vacation trips and stuff, you know. I ain't get to do that with my family. You know.
Come here, boy. Yeah, a little steep down there, boy. Stay up here. I wasn't prepared the way I should have been prepared because of the fact of me going back and forth between Houston and Dallas. So I wasn't able to be at home, do my strength and condition, because I was down there for camp. So it's part of the deal, you know, basically if I help him get ready for the fight, he'll put me on the undercard. And so I was going back and forth down there with him. Yeah.
Done? Yeah. How you feel?
I'm all right. My muscles tight.
It's okay.
I feel dead to the shoulder.
My name is Fernando Garcia Rodriguez. I was born in Monterrey, Mexico. I'm 31 years old. I used to ask my dad all the time to take me to a boxing gym, but you know, my parents, they didn't want to take me there. They didn't want to see their son, I'm guessing, get hit. So I was never taken to a boxing gym. It was all baseball, soccer, football, basketball, you know, the typical sports offered. I got into boxing about 12 years ago. It was all due to parents splitting up, a lot of anger coming in, and I just needed somewhere to kind of relieve some stress. just hit some things, really.
Jab, jab, put the two behind it, put the two behind it. Keep him on the outside. Straight punches only, Cairo, straight punches only. Keep him on the outside right there.
My dad, I actually, whenever he left the house, I haven't seen him. That's how I got introduced to boxing. So yeah.
Go to the side, go to the side, go to the side, not backwards. To the side, there you go. Good defense.
I'm a little bit more, I would like to say I'm a little bit more technical, more intelligent and aggressive at the same time. I mean, I have a little bit of Mexican in me. I mean, I'm a Mexican fighter, so I do tend to bang it out sometimes. I'm trying to work away from that. Honestly, I've never looked. I've never looked too far out into competing or anything. I was just there. I was angry. One thing led to another. I started sparring. I remember at some point somebody told me things like, "You're just a gym fighter. Like you're not gonna do anything." And I took it as a challenge. You know, I was like, okay, well, if I'm just a gym fighter, well, let's see where this takes me. And then one thing led to another, and now I'm here I have 15 professional fights. So for me, right now, my goal is to just keep getting better, keep improving. As I say, I try to reach perfection.
You don't like the body shot, though.
That's what you want. Keep working. Keep working. Keep working.
Bird killing me.
Okay. And keep stepping
Keep it tight. Yeah, don't stay right in front of him.
Stay right in front. You step. Don't get planted right there.
I'm obsessed with what my plan is right now, and my plan is to keep winning. Like I said, hopefully get a world title fight sometime soon in the future, maybe in 2 years, less than 2 years, and that's my obsession right now. And as I like to say, there's really no plan B, there's only plan A. And once you have a plan B, you start thinking about other things, and I don't want to think about any other things right now. I want to stick to number one, plan A, and nothing else.
Hi, my name is Cecilia Colo. I'm Fernando Garcia's wife. I want to be supportive, and I want to be just as supportive as he is to me, and I know that he loves it. And if he didn't love it, I might try to change his mind, but he loves it, and that's where he feels at home. And who am I to tell him not to do what he loves?
If you really look at the sport, like I look at it now, and I think again, it's like, you know, as you get older, you start thinking about things a little bit more, and I'm in my 30s, so I think about things a little bit more, and sometimes I'm like, man, am I crazy? Like, there's got to be something wrong with me. Like, who gets in there and enjoys this, you know? And I think about it, I'm like, damn, I enjoy it. Like, I love this. There's got to be something wrong with me, you know? But, I mean, I guess we'll never know. I arrived in the States actually twice. We came to visit when I was young, maybe about 5 years old. Just came to visit, went back, and then I came back maybe around 11 or 12 years old, because my dad was here. My dad was a resident. He was a resident alien, so he was working here, so we would come visit him. And then just overstayed the visa when I was 11, 10 years old, I'm guessing, maybe younger. I was 25 years with no papers, you know, driving around. Some people don't understand what it's like driving around, and you stop at a red light and you look at the rearview mirror, make sure there's no cops getting behind you, because the cop gets behind you, you know, you're kind of screwed. One time I got pulled over. I got taken to jail. Got taken to jail on a Wednesday. I was there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Got picked up by Homeland ICE on a Monday. Got transferred to their prison. I had already said, okay, you know what? You'll be in Mexico soon enough. Like, this is your path. Like, this is it. And I was laying there, and then I don't know where the officer comes by, and she yells my name, and then I'm like, that's me. She comes out, and she's like, call somebody to come pick you up. I'm like, oh, like, what the heck just happened, you know? So then, yeah, I'm still very confused. I get my stuff, and on the way out, she says, think of it as an early Christmas present, you know? She's like, we don't do this. We don't normally let people out. I mean, yeah, a couple years later, it was DACA got introduced, but, you know, even then, after that, you walk out and you're scared to drive. You don't know what to do. You're scared to stand up for yourself, because at the end of the day, you might end up getting sent back. Or I might have to go through that whole process again. We went through a lot of obstacles, me, my mom, my brother on our own, but thank God we're here.
I don't think anyone understands what it takes to be a fighter. I think I don't even understand what it takes to be a fighter. I see it. I see how hard he works. I see him going the extra mile to, you know, reach his goals and his potential. But it's really hard to verbalize. It's really hard to kind of put into words kind of like the mental strain that they have to go through. Everybody knows that boxing it's a lonely sport, like it's been said before, and it's true, because they do a lot of the fighting is inside of their own minds and within themselves. So to answer your question, I don't think anybody's really gonna know how hard it is unless you're one of them.
My neighborhood is my grandmother's house. I grew up with it with all of us, 7, 8 of us, brothers and sisters. So yeah. Just seeing my cousins, my uncles in it. My grandpa has old pictures of him with boxing gloves. So I just, you know, hopped in it too. Hopped in the gym, and we started at my coach's house in the garage. And from there, that's where I started. At the age of 7 years old, when I first walked into the gym. You compete when you're 8, so once I turned 8, I went straight into the Golden Gloves. I actually lost my first fight in the Golden Gloves. But that didn't stop me. From there, I went like 15, 16 fights in a row, and then I lost like my second. Then in the amateurs, I was like over 250 fights, 250 wins with like 11 losses. Since then, I just told myself, man, this is for me, and I just, you know, I'm glad I didn't quit after that first loss. So no one ever really took it professionally either, my family either. I was the first to take it this far. You know, I'm trying to take it as far as I could, though. But my kids, what really motivates me a lot, though, really try to keep my head straight and become a man. You know, it's kind of hard not having a dad to show you become a man. So everything I'm doing, it's really on my own. You know, what I see, what I feel. And he's incarcerated for like 60 years, I believe they say. He's been locked up maybe about 12, 13 years now, I would say. And this is like my family photos of us younger, of my brothers and all of us where we lived. This is when we're a little older, all of us, same people.
Oh, it's nerve-wracking. When I'm there, I'm usually screaming my head off. I usually, after the fight, most of the time I lose my voice. I'll come back with no voice. It's exciting. My hands get all clammy. You know,
She actually had, she's the only one that actually had, when I fought my first fight, she fought her first fight.
Yeah, it goes in gloves.
She's the boxer as well.
Yeah. Life happened, and you know, I ended up pregnant very young, had my son very young, and that kind of just put my whole life on hold.
I love my mom. She's a real strong woman. You know, growing up as young, you know, I didn't really see her too much. I mean, now she's been real clean for the past 4 or 5 years. Growing up, she wasn't really around. She was hooked on drugs. My dad was always locked up too, on drugs too. So I stayed here most of my life right here with my grandparents.
I'm not your grandma, your mom.
She always says she's my mother. She don't like us calling her grandma.
I kept 18 months. I'm a grandma or mom? What do you think, mijo? I cared cuando tenía el 18 months.
It just made me want to be a better person. You know, just, you know, seeing her like that, you know, I know that wasn't the right way to go. Just, you know, it's just. I feel like I done beat all type of odds growing up, and I would never picture myself even to make it this far. You know, some people don't even make it this far living around this neighborhood, because, you know, I mean, I have a few friends that die young, you know, at 24, 23, you know, so some of us are happy to see the age 25 and still doing what I love to do, you know. Now that I'm older, you know, I know how life is. Life is hard, man. Life can knock you down.
And what you'll find in a lot of athletes is they can grasp that concept that this is my way out through sport. And with us, it just happens to be boxers. So their desire for a better life is basically what will push them.
You know, he was holding the United States WBC Superflyweight champion belt not too long ago. You know, and it kind of went vacant because he wasn't busy.
Yeah,
you know.
to defend it every 4 months, and I haven't fought for a year and 7 months, so that's how I lost that title, and it just became vacant. I was going through a lot. I mean, this is when my original coach got locked up, so I was really stuck at home, not knowing what to do or what, and till he called me, hey man, just get back in the gym, you know. So.
You know, living here in this area, you know, you tend to get sucked into that life. I went away for a little while, and then his coach reached out to me. He wrote me a letter, and we would like for you to come back whenever you get out. And when I got out, I contacted Ernesto and Pookie, and coach ended up getting incarcerated also. Right after I got out, me and Ernesto talked about Tony, and Ernesto really liked the way Tony coached and the style that Tony brings.
just wanted since as a young kid, you know, you just dream of becoming a world champ.
Relationship with Devin Haney, you know, we helped his profile a lot.
What? Nothing. Man, you're sensitive. Wow.
He's just trying to get you to admit that you tested.
Oh, we don't need him to admit nothing.
you be on them roids.
Hey, listen, at his age, that's not the replacement therapy.
Yes, it is.
What?
I don't know what you need a picture for. What, so you can remember what it looks like, what you're not doing?
Yep.
All right, go. They're single shots. I want you putting them together.
Why you saying that one though?
You want me here? I'll send you this because you may as well look like Brittany's dog.
Oh, look, watch this.
Look.
It's a slow motion.
Hey,
Look,
son.
that's a good one, right? Look at that one there. I like that. Why you gonna send me that one?
Yeah, because it cut half your body off.
So?
You don't look so fat.
Send me that. Send me that.
I sent it to you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, look at your phone.
Mm-hmm. That's the one I got.
Well, look at your other.
Which one?
Yeah.
He said which one?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it. I've noticed an improvement since all of COVID, right? He spent a lot of time, he's working really hard. Other than he's a little fat. So if his weight was better, I would be happier. But as far as skill set wise, he has taken the break to really work on his skill set, and that has gotten better. For me, COVID has been great because it makes traveling easy. I've expanded my business through COVID. You know, to me, it was an opportunity to grab market share, to be ultra aggressive. So, and truthfully, in 2020, I had went back to work. I had taken 6 years and I only focused on boxing. So my life was predicated, everything I did was around boxing. Even though my company was there, I just left it on cruise control, and my wife, God bless her, she ran the company, she took care of everything, and I didn't even bother with my company. But 2020, I knew there was going to be opportunity. I didn't know about COVID. So I started to expand my footprint, and then of course COVID happened. But I had already stepped on the gas, and I just pushed it even further. So, you know, my business just keeps doubling and tripling.
I just came.
That's just his hands.
Yeah, man. The hands are phone.
That stuff doesn't come
Put you
off.
on your dome. That's my new logo.
Man.
It's slang. The hands are phone. You know what I'm saying?
Why you locking them? Are you knocking me?
I am.
Yeah.
No, I'm not knock-knee. I'm just slew-footed.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I'm a little slew-footed.
Oh, good God.
My feet can do a little of this when I walk like that.
Yeah, whatever.
I be in the stand like that too. I be like, he be like, you be like, you too wide. I'm like, my feet turn this way though. You too wide. Turn your feet around. So I gotta force it this way. Keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, you know, a lot of these Jack teams back there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I just said, man, like, I'm really excited, man, because I really know I put a good show on down here. It was real good. By far, that was the best camp I ever been in. Not because it's just the vibe. You know, people was cool. People they really was looking out for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even after the sparring session, they'll give me like little tips. You know what I'm saying? What I should do and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. It's pretty good.
It was good, but being seen in other places does help him. He also works better, and it's more like a real fight. You don't know what you're getting when you go into somebody else's camp who's going to be there, so that prepares him a little bit better for a fight as well when it's, you know, when it's his time.
So my coach, he did come down there one time with me, because he know he busy, but for the most part, they made me feel like I wasn't out there alone, you know what I'm saying? So that was real good. That was real good about that camp. Well, I had something set up for Mexico on the 15th, but you know, it wasn't nothing. It was just like a fight to, you know, get back to, trying to, you know, get active, because it's been a year since I fought. So it was just trying something to get back to, or something like that, get back to, that's all. It wasn't nothing I couldn't sacrifice or let go, I'll tell you that.
You know what? He's at a level where he doesn't really need that. Now that everything's getting going, he'll get the right opportunity. I think the right people saw him when he was in camp. And, you know, Derek's been working hard trying to get him a fight as well. Work, there you go. There you go, work, work, work. Oh, that one right up underneath there.
About 3 weeks to a month, 3 weeks. I want to say a month because the week that I got down there, I got down there that, what was it, that Monday night? Yeah, Monday night, and I sparred that Tuesday. So then, but I stayed 3 weeks after that. So it was, I want to say a month, maybe.
Me. Double jab straight, come forward. Bring your feet as much as I go back. If you hit me, bop, bop, boom. Okay. Extend the punches though.
Okay.
All right, hit me with a 1-2 right here. Give me a good shot. Okay, you feel extended there?
A little bit.
Okay, extend the shot. Find the 1-2. Give me a good 1-2. How you feel there?
Okay, I think I can feel a little extended.
Do it again. There you go, good shot. I want that off of a double jab straight. See where we are?
Okay.
Move forward as much as I go back on the second jab.
Okay.
Put them together.
Long,
too long.
Too long.
Put them together. Okay? There you go. Put them together. Go. There you go. Go. Watch the hook coming back at you.
Okay.
There you go. Well, it takes two of us to make a decision. One of us is glad to go to 175, but the guy who's actually got to make the weight has to be willing to do it. And eventually, like I said, when he has success, we know he can get there, but his current lifestyle, he has a job, you know, he has, what, 4 kids now? Yet he's got to take care of all those responsibilities. So he's got to be able to do it. Until fighting picks up, that he's fighting, you know, every other month, hopefully it comes to that, then he can make that transition. But for now, he's got to be at cruiserweight. There's a lot more opportunity at light heavyweight.
Well, the little ones right now, well, his oldest, Adrian Jr., he loves it. He goes to the gym with his dad. He's inspired. His dad is inspired, is who he looks up to, in other words, as far as with the boxing, and he loves it. He wants to be a boxer. He wants to be a world champ just like his dad. Hopefully, when they get older, the twins, they will want to do it. If they want to do it, if they choose to say, hey, Mom, I want to go and I want to be a boxer like Daddy, then, hey, I'm all the way 100% behind them.
That's a long way of him saying he knows he should be at 175, and eventually he'll get there. But for now, he's going to fight cruiserweight until it makes sense, and he can. No,
I got big bones.
Okay, he eats a lot of crap. Okay, it's his own fault that he's got big bones, and he refuses to change his habits. Hopefully, when he has some more success, he will be willing to drop weight. But right now, you know, he is holding his own in the cruiserweight division, given an opportunity, and, you know, we'll see where it goes. Oh. My hook's got to be short, right? So my hook's going to be about here. There you go. Are you comfortable there? Okay, can you extend your shot? Don't step so much around. Step out a little bit. Step straight across. There you go. See, better right hand. Feel it? A little high. There you go. Nice.
Last time I spoke to him was on Instagram. We was at the fights at who fight was it? The Canelo fight. That was the last time I spoke to him.
We haven't seen him. Tony's tried to reach him. You know, I think he kind of bailed, went back to his coach, but I don't think he's fighting.
Yeah, he did say somebody's coach. He's going to be trained by his own. He did say something like that.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Nobody can get hold of him?
Nah, nobody's talked to him. You know, he was with his coach a long time. His coach, you know, had some issues, but him and his coach together, his original coach, were really good. Pookie did a great job when he was with him. But again, in this environment, it's really, really difficult to get a fight. So Pookie's got a family. I'm sure he's taking care of them. And I don't know if boxing's high on that priority list right now, especially, you know, when there's no fights to be had. So he's not doing much. But we haven't seen him. You know, it's disappointing. You know, great young man. He had a really good manager. And they were just good guys. I wish him the best.
But has he officially told Tony, hey, I'm not with you anymore? Or?
Yes, he did tell Tony that, you know, he was going to go back to his other coach. So, you know, we won't see Pookie. I mean, I guess if Tony gets anybody else and needs some sparring. But again, that's even if he's fighting. Adrian hasn't seen him. Other coaches that I've talked to, nobody has seen him in a gym. So I don't know what he's currently doing. You know, see you, buddy.
All right, well, you see y'all later. Let me know when we get a take over.
All right. Figure it out.